difficult, and impossible to deal with? Or are we actually supposed to make life easier for ourselves and everybody else? How many of you would like your life to be easier? Could you raise your hand? Again, I get a majority around the globe, so it seems that everybody wants something quite different to what we are about to get right now. Now, I love a lot, especially IT companies. How many of you are in the IT industry? Anyone? Okay, I'm going to offend you guys in a minute because I've been in the IT industry, and I remember when we stepped out to clients, we always said, if you invest in our technology, your life is going to be so much easier in the future. Have any of you ever been involved in SAP system from Germany? You know, have you tried that? Were your life easier after you installed that? No. I never heard a client around the world saying, oh, it was a good thing we bought that system because our life is just a walk in the park now. I never heard that. I always hear people saying, oh, you know, son of a bitch, you know, if we never bought this system, you know, my God, life was so easy before that. And we invested like 26 million euros in the damn thing and we can't figure out anything. And I've got nothing against the company, by the way. I'm just thinking, isn't it interesting that complexity is increasing a lot? I got a colleague in the US who have published a book called Profit with Honor. And if any one of you have an interest in trust, relationships, success, and all of that, read that book, please. Profit with Honor is a great book. And he's done intensive research, among other stuff, into complexity. And what he discovered, actually, if you look at this line, and this is 20 years back, if you look at a job, it could be an accountant or an attorney or whatever, what he actually discovered is that complexity in that job has been increased with approximately 50% in the last 20 years. So that means if you're an accountant or person in economics or a lawyer or an engineer or whatever 20 years ago, that would be 50% easier than doing the same thing today. Isn't that interesting? And what he discovered at the same time is that the same people who find a higher level of complexity in their job is actually less motivated today in doing the same thing. Now that's scary, guys. Do you know why? We are less motivated when we're doing something that is more complex than we would be motivated if we're doing something that somehow would be easier. Okay? So what is the educational point in this one? And this is the scary part. Now, it seems that complexity is increasing and less people are actually motivated to do something better tomorrow than they did yesterday. Could you imagine that the motivational level would actually increase with the same height and the same level as complexity? Do you know what? Then NASA in the US wouldn't be putting a robot on Mars. We would be walking up there by now. Do you know that, guys? Because if people are motivated to do something, we can just create wonders. Isn't that true? Now imagine this guy.